Hello everyone, this is Kelly, your pre-physician assistant student helper, and today I wanted to give a little life update. A lot of really exciting things have been happening, and the new PA school application is right around the corner. So, these next couple months, I'm really going to be kicking things into gear and getting ready for that. To start off the new year, I have a new job. Many of you know I've been working as a patient care tech for over a year now in the stroke unit, and I got burnt out. Last semester I worked a lot more than I probably should have, and I really needed a change of scenery, and I got hired on as a scribe in the emergency room. So, for those of you who watched my What Counts as Patient Contact video, scribing is not counted by all schools as patient contact, but with my scribe job medical mission trip and previous volunteering, I just hit 1,000 patient contact hours for my next application. So that is a huge increase from the 182 hours that I had on my first application. So regardless of whether or not the schools I'll be applying to will count scribing as patient contact, I'm good to go for the schools I want to apply to. I'm really, really happy about that. You know, it just feels good to see all the hard work come together on paper. Like, I don't ever want to define myself by numbers, but, when they're looking at that and, using that to decide who gets an interview or who doesn't get an interview, I'm happy to have 1,000 on there, and that number is only going up from here. So I start as a scribe next week, actually. I'm really, really, really excited about that. As a scribe, you work with an emergency room doctor, and you basically follow them around and help them by charting for them. So, they're doing the patient interview, physical exam, history, and you're typing it all into the computer. That's really time. It saves so much time for the docs, so they're able to see more patients and get more people in and out of there and taken care of. As a scribe too, I'm going to be in the middle of all the craziness of the ER, and it's going to be a completely different pace and environment than it is upstairs in the stroke unit. So I'm very excited for that. I will definitely keep you guys updated on my experience. It's a new semester. This is the first week of spring classes, my third semester of graduate school. So I'm taking a lot of hours. This is my most academically intense semester so far, but I really wanted to do that because this is my last semester going on my PA school application this round, and I really wanted to impress them. I learned from last semester in grad school too that I needed more structure in my life. So full-time for graduate students is 9 hours, and that's not a lot. And I really struggled with having free time, which sounds so strange, but I never really had it before. I always kept myself so busy with organizations, president, director, work, my dog, like you name it, I did it. And that's how I kept myself, basically accountable, because I would say, hey, you have all these meetings, and so the only time you have to do your homework is now. So do it or else, basically. And that worked for me. And last semester, I had so much free time that I ended up filling that time with more work because that is how I justified it. And it didn't really work out that great. I actually really struggled with the physiology course last semester, and I feel like I'm kind of paying for it now. I think I would have taken this many hours anyways, but some of my classes are more physiology focused than I would have originally decided to take because I want to get better. And, PA school doesn't get easier. It gets more challenging than what I'm doing right now. So the more phys, pathophys, endocrinology, toxicology, all of that stuff that I get to see now, I think it'll make my life a lot easier in PA school. So the courses I'm taking this semester are international health, endocrine toxicology, immunology, and pathophysiology. So those are my 4 graduate courses. Over the mini-mester, I took human sexuality. That was a recommended course for one of the Texas PA schools. and it was a little online mini-mester. Knocked that out, got an A, so that was nice to, just have another check mark on the list, basically. And it was pretty interesting. For those of you who have not taken human sexuality, I highly recommend it. It kind of, I don't know, it just teaches you a lot about yourself and your future patients, because that's just, everybody, it affects everybody, and you're going to see it, and it helps to be more knowledgeable about it. It's not a science course. It's, I don't even know what it's considered, but it was interesting, and I did enjoy it. So, yeah, that's this semester. Yeah, it's going to be busy, but busy is good. Also coming up is the TAPA conference. That is the third weekend in February, and it's going to be in Houston. So that is a really great way to network with all the PA schools. There's faculty from every Texas PA school there. If you're not from Texas, look at your state's physician assistant society, academy, association, whatever they might call it, and see what it can do for you. So they raised the price for ours, so it's really expensive, and I'm trying to, bite the bullet and just, register. But it's a lot of money, and I also have to buy a couple textbooks that are not in the library this semester, so I'm going to do it. That's not an issue. I'm just being stingy about it, because I just see those dollar signs, and whatever. It's okay. It's worth it. It is 110% worth it. So I'll get to network with all the faculty members, which I think is really necessary since I am reapplying in just a few short months here, and interviews start in the summer. The more times they see your face, the more likely they're going to remember you. And, if you see them again in an interview, you can say, hey, remember me from the TAPA conference? Or, hey, I spoke to you about this after the diabetes presentation, or something like that. Just a little something to trigger their memory. I'm obviously really passionate and an advocate for networking, and it's done a lot for me, and I think if you put yourself out there, it can only help you. I'm also going to my favorite schools open house in 2 weeks here. UT Health Science Center San Antonio is having a PA open house, and I don't anticipate that they're changing anything for the next application round, but like I said, as many times as they can see my face, the better. So, yeah, lots of cool, exciting PA things coming up. It's going to be a very, very busy semester, but that's the way I have learned. I like it, and I need it. So, also good practice for PA school, because they keep you so crazy busy the entire time. So I hope y'all's 2016 is off to a great start. If you have any suggestions, questions, comments, concerns, please leave them in the comments below. I am working really hard to reply to everybody. Sometimes, for whatever reason, there's really weird settings that won't let me reply, and in those cases, I personal message you to reply. So check those. YouTube's kind of weird, but I like it. On an off note, I started listening to podcasts this year, and they've been very motivating. I feel like I've learned a lot about myself, and, I'm looking at certain things in a different perspective. I listen to them while I run or walk with my dog, and that has just been a really great way to kind of clear my mind while filling my mind at the same time. I don't know. I like motivational speakers. I like positive thinking. I like people talking about how they've overcome adversity and struggles in their lives. I think it's really exciting and uplifting to hear about people who are just doing really great after something really horrible. And I know that sounds weird, but you can always find the good in every situation, and podcasts have been doing wonders for me. I am just exercising all the time because I want to listen to podcasts, and I don't know, it's been good. I am just really excited, and I don't know, I think it's going to be a great year. I'm feeling 2016 already. So yeah, as always, like I said, anything you would like to ask, know, suggestions for videos, let me know, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye!